17. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. He'll start this drive firing. Smith with the grab over the middle. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. The Ducks are in the hurry-up.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Now Oregon will call its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Wants to fire on second down. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. He's open on the right. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Deep shot for the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, they hoped up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. North Texas will kick it off to start things here in the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
Makes the catch down the right side. Ripped off a huge shot play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And this four vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
He is brought down the man. What a job to find some running room and move the chains.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Now from inside the red zone. He's got the back in the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Touchdown Ducks! And here they come, almost all the way back. Lining up to add another.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Rides the option. He keeps it. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. North Texas will have to punt it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Tomlinson. Ripping through the defense. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. They'll ride the hot hand. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Touchdown, Oregon! Rolled his way into the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. On the ground, it's Riley. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He lets it fly. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Oh, he just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do.
Makes the catch and he's free. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
Well, there's a lot of different ways you can find explosive plays throwing the football, and one of them is just getting this guy the ball out of the backfield. He's got a very unique skill set, really soft hands, and he's a good route runner as well. And that was a critical third down, pitch and catch, explosive play for the offense.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Complete in the middle. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Again, it's Sellers. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Sellers to throw. Wesco open on the right side. He's got it.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Might be calling a hot route. From the gun on third down, Sellers fires to the right. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And to say he has trust in his running back catching the football is an understatement. I mean, there was two guys on him. Like, he was absolutely covered, but he still makes the play. And he does that a lot, man. He's a game breaker. He's a guy that can make big plays for this offense. If I'm the QB, though, I might be a little bit careful.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Mean Green. They move on top here in the fourth.
What a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
The AT unit on the field. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They march 78 yards down the field, and what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40, at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Ducks. The Ducks with the answer. You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. The Mean Green offense heads out onto the field. Throwing, Sellers. He hurls one deep down the left side. They went for it all on first down, didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Mean Green might have found something after that last big play through the air. They're going to test the right side with this one. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Sellers. Here comes the heat. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on third down. Sellers from the gun on third down. Looking deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Offense changing the play. Fourth down, Sellers. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Play fake, Sellers. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Now Oregon will call it second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Play clock was down to 2 seconds, but they call a timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good! And they surge on top here in the final minute.
You got to give this guy so much credit, man. It is so hard in practice to simulate the pressure that he just faced. Late in the game, seconds left on the clock, you have an opportunity to kick a field goal to put your team up late in the game, and he absolutely drilled it. What a moment for that young man.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete to the right. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. Catch and stride inside the 15. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Ducks! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
And he makes the extra point. And here's the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. From the gun, running back gets to give. And after they get him on the ground, that's going to do it. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with a W.
Yeah.
Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. Hello and welcome, everyone, to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. It's the Tulane Green Wave and the Texas State Podcast. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
Checking in with the Texas State head coach before the game. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Back to throw, it's Griffin. Release to the back. Grab near the marker, it's Knight. Oh, a lot of space. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Quarterback moving. Pressure's there and he lets it go.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. A shot toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
We knew this offense wanted to be aggressive, and on the very first drive of the game, they dial up the go route. They know they've got the speed outside, able to win one-on-one, and they didn't waste any time calling that play. Really nice job being aggressive early, and they cap it off with a score.
And these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's got it again. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. Wants to throw. It's Griffin. Finds his man. It's Newsom. Turning it on. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them. They're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. You just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their head starting to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
Oh, they're after him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Wants to throw again. Floating away. Fires on the move. Connection to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Under fire. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Looking downfield, it's Griffin. He lets one fly deep. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane!
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. He'll take it himself.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting off.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. Looking to the big tight end. Finds his man. It's Clark. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Bobcats in the hurry-up.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to
wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. 4th down, Sellers. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.